Hey, I just thought of a discovery. This as well as with TSS Universal Inc. Um, Here's a little something I've just realized in my studies about human psychology. Um, I will say something initially in a conversation with someone, in an altercation of any type, um, and they take the original words and skew them to make me look bad. And I love that because I worded things specifically one way and they were taken somewhere completely else. Now, what this tells me is that people are literally taking what they hear and they are twisting the words around to make someone else look bad to justify their own behavior. Because I'm telling them they're wrong. That's initially what's going on and why they're mad. Because I'm like, no, you guys are incorrect in your mindset. Okay, so literally that right there, that's, I don't know, I just thought of it clean and then it was like a kind of indicator and like that's calling out. And the biggest part of fixing things is becoming aware of the problem, correct? Well, there you go. I mean, literally, that's entirely the entire way I've played my cards universally correct. And I know this because, I'm not going emotionally based. I'm not angry. I'm simply doing my job and what I said I was going to do from the beginning. And they have an issue with me telling them they're not and not working. So, and as a result, I'm being told, through third party individuals what's being said behind my back, and I appreciate that. Because and I'm not even saying none to the individual parties. I'm letting it all roll out. I'm watching the entire thing and learning the entire way. It's very entertaining, because that right there, that's funny to me. The fact that I cared and I actually played the cards right, and only two people, well, technically three now, were two of X team leaders and their team leader. Literally, three people. The rest now can go with because they're all, it's all separated and everybody chose their sides and clicky, that's fantastic. And a lot of them went to that side and I'm letting them happen because they're, I'll let them follow where they want to go. They're also negative. So literally the group can go together. That I'm kicking out a pregnant person. She has a place to go in RV. And I originally actually said that I'm not going to have her as an official capacity with TSS Universal Incorporated. Everybody failed in training. Simple matter of fact. It was taken and skewed from there to make me look like the bad guy. And I love that. That's fantastic. And I'm not going to say nothing. That's the way they're going to do. I'm going to let them leave with their pre-misconception. That's their choices. That's fantastic. They have that freedom. But at the same time, what I actually said was something completely different. So again, I think that's something we need to key on into is people literally hear and they skew to make themselves literally justifying their own actions so that they're not incorrect. That's scary because that means the truth is buried in their mind. They literally just discount it or they're flat out twisting everything 180. I have no idea. It doesn't matter to me. The base concept is that what was originally said was skewed. The original intentions were skewed. And as a result, a misconception is formed. And I'll let it run. Again, I'll let it run. But you guys, we as humanity need to be aware of this kind of stuff. This is actually a positive thing for them to all be gone. I need that. Like, literally, this is not working with them. Bottom line, it sucks, it's sad. I really hate having to do what I have to do. But again, my daughter's birthday is March 18th, you guys. And I have a world to save. I got a lot of responsibility. And the way they behave, as toxic as it is, I know why they behave. It's because the system is the way it is. It sucks. It's not their fault directly. They're a product of what is wrong with our society. And we're going to fix it because there's enough of us aware. I'm not alone. I'm dealing again with the A-types and some of these bigger business owners like the guy, Eddie Parker, he's the general manager over at the Lofts Anchorage Hotel. And he's got his own programs helping 18 to 25-year-old. I'll do a plug for it here soon. But he helps transitional living individuals, state custody individuals, males particularly, 18 to 25. He's got a nonprofit. So, that's just one example. There's, Bill Gates doing his entrepreneurial, and there's most of the Forbes list. They all do their own for tax write-offs, even if they're not meaning it. There's billions and billions of dollars every year that go into helping others. Billions. And that's going to increase exponentially because we're going to make it so that everybody can help. And that's going to it's going to be a beautiful thing. I mean, why not, you guys? Literally, we are a community. You know, we do have a responsibility to not only ourselves but those around us and their children and our future generations. Like, I don't understand why anybody isn't really thinking with that pre-basis as a mindset. You know, my responsibility for me is not to any one of these people, it's to my children. And my responsibility to my children, because I see it and this is what I chose to do, is to save the world for them. Because as a father, I'm a great father directly. Like, my kid, I'm a father. That's who I am. It's like, I was a father. That was my identity. I'm still a father now, fighting for my kids. And no one gets that mindset who isn't, you know, responsible for the life of another in that way. When you bring a life into this world, it is the ultimate responsibility. You have an energetic being who's going to be out there interacting with people and creating their own energetic impact on the world, and who knows what potential they have. I know what I'm capable of. I move mountains. And I know many others who are just as qualified to move mountains as I am. And together we move fucking the whole world. We're literally about to move the world, you guys. And that's just a few of us. And then there's the rest of you. So again, inspirational video, you guys. I woke up to me. I used to be a heroin addict. I used to hate myself. I used to have no hope whatsoever. I say this over again. I'm going to say it 1,000 more times. I'm very proud to be here despite at one point being worse off than everybody out there. And yet they're telling me they can't. And I'm doing it, saying you can. So, mindset, choices, and your freedom is that you can choose, and that you can change your choices, and that you can get rid of your own pride and say, you know what, maybe, maybe I'm wrong. Man, how do I fix it? I love being wrong. I enjoy being wrong now. It's very rare, but that's why I enjoy it so much, because when I am wrong, I'm learning something. That's my mindset. And I learn stuff every day. I take that wrong. I take that back. I learn new stuff every day. There's some, but there's some stuff I know a lot about, and it's very, very exciting to learn something new about human psychology. And that one right there is why I did an instant video. People are compensating for their pride. Okay? Our souls, instinctively, we're very powerful. We instinctively know we are just amazing. And so when we're off that path, we compensate. Because we're making excuses to ourselves. Why? What's funny is here's an example, and this is how I know, and there's many examples behind this one example. When I go into certain environments and people are messy and whatnot, just the way I am, they start making excuses to me. They make excuses for the behavior. Something about me puts people on edge to know that they are off track. I mean, maybe it's just the way I'm put together. I don't know. That's cool though. And that shows me that instinctively, people don't even realize they're doing it consciously. They're making excuses to me verbally of why their room's a mess or why they behaved a certain way. And that tells me that they know they're off track. So I've seen it enough times to know that people know the right track. They know instinctively what the right path is. It's just very scary and very difficult to get there in the current state of things. And I understand that. So you guys, I love you. You're amazing. Don't forget it. Wake up and check us out. Check us out. We got you some solutions that are going to be around forever. TSSuniversal.com. Check us out. And you guys, here we go. Again, I'll put the plug in this. We got a card for $250,000 line of credit thrown at me on Saturday night. So my dream to save the world only needed 10 grand to start. I've got over 510 in the next however long. We got another 66 coming on March 10th. So wake up, get excited, you guys. I'm backing you up. Check us out. If you have a dream, a business, if you have an existing business that needs help, if you are just hopeless and you don't see any solutions out there, you're just completely like, what are we going to do? Come check us out at TSSuniversal.com. I created something where you guys can create your own solutions, literally, and that's what it comes down to, is you guys are just as powerful as I am to do what I've done, and there's no excuses. I literally see no excuses, because we have all the solutions. And we have all the solutions because we have solutions to help you create your own solutions. That's the key. I wasn't going to be everywhere and cure everything. No way. You guys are. Love y'all. No doubt, no fear, live it. Check us out.